I will wait a second for people to show up. We're going to be working in this area back here behind this plastic cover. I've pulled some of the hoses out of the way and the electrical line from up that goes through the plastic out of the way so I could reach my hand down there. I already have the sensor unplugged. I'm used to doing the oil pressure sensors on the bigger bore LS motors. This is just a 5.3, so it's easier to get your hand back in there because it doesn't actually take up as much space. And you can actually get your hand right back there. You can get right to the sensor. You can unplug it. So I've already done that. I've unplugged the sensor. So now I'm going to show you the actual sensor and the filter. This is the sensor I ordered. I ordered it as a kit. 126777836. It's got a crush washer on there, and it has the Teflon thread and stuff already there. And then I got the little filter that goes inside the bottom of it if I can fish it out, but that's the part that's probably plugged up. Most of the time you just pull the filter out, blow it out, put the sensor and everything back in, you're fine. But I change them both while I'm there. 917143 from Dorman. I don't like Dorman stuff, but if it's just simple like valve covers, something like a little filter or whatever, I'll do it. And this is the socket that popped up that said they recommended for this. It's 1 1/16". USA, don't know who the manufacturer is. So, and then kind of 3H drive ratchet, got a couple different size extensions. I think I have a swivel in the front seat of the truck. I don't know if I'll need this, but got it anyway. Probably gonna need it to get down on top of it. It's going to be very difficult for me to lay across the motor and get the camera in the right angle, so I'm going to show you where the sensor's at first, and then I'll show you how I just kind of fed my hand back in there and unhooked the sensor, and then you'll be able to put some kind of combo together to get it out of there. It actually says, I think the last time I checked, when we looked on all data, this customer came in about 2 or 3 months ago with I think it was a 6-liter LS or something like that, and an Escalade. And it was like a 2-hour job, but it doesn't actually take 2 hours to do it. That's pulling everything off, I think pulling shit out of the way and everything else, but you really don't even need to do that. Let me see if I can turn this flash on, and it's not going to let me. And you can see the oil pressure sensor back on there behind that foam piece right there. It's hidden right in that little hole. What I did was took my hand, fed it down in here like this, and I unhooked the sensor. See, I got the pigtail right here in my hand. So now I've got to build some kind of little combo to go over the back of this with a swivel and socket and get it right on top of. You can see a little bit of it down there in that hole. Yeah, I'm not going to do all that. I'm not pulling an intake just for the oil pressure sensor, so we're just going to roll. Try to build a combo to get down in there. I'll show you as I pull it out. So put this right here for a second. Try not to show you guys my ass and my belly as I'm getting off and on, but you might see Papa Bear's ass.
You know, some people might like it.
I don't even know if I'm going to need the swivel and stuff or the universal. Probably, I don't know. Probably, this one. up close and personal, baby. Let's see if I can push that plastic back a little. I don't know if I can. Probably gonna need to swivel. Alright, I got the swivel on it. Now with just, all I have is the socket on there with the universal. And now I can kind of kick it off on an angle and try to get my extension in there and then pull it out from the side. Can I have that shorty extension? Come on. Alright, now I got the extension in, but I noticed I didn't do something. I didn't blow all this garbage off of here, and I don't want that to fall down in the oil pressure spot. So I'm going to blow all the garbage off the back of this real quick. Woo! Fat guy, you're a little cold. Show you what I'm working with real quick. Hello, Mad Dog, hello. Hello, everybody, hello. Oh, got it. I got it. I got her loose. You gotta like straighten the ratchet out because it comes off too much on an angle. But as soon as you bring like the ratchet and extension, it won't be completely up because the top of the firewall will stop you. And once you kind of get it straight, like it won't go all the way, you kind of get it on an angle, it'll pop right loose. No problem. I'll show you guys real quick as I'm pulling it out of there. Hopefully I can hold on to it as I'm pulling it out without dropping it. Got to keep using the extension. Give me a second, I got to keep going with the extension. Or with the ratchet, I should say. Alright, so I'm going to try to pull it off now. This is what I got on there. Oh yeah, she's dirty and she's got a lot of varnish on her. Oh yeah. That's why it's not showing oil pressure, it's all plugged up. Let's try to yeah, I know they are. That's what I'm doing this for, Cody. I've done a bunch of these already where the little filter plugs up underneath this pressure switch and then the pressure switch as well, so I just get them both. So now I'm going to try to fish a hook down in there and pull that little filter out. I got to go get a pick real quick. I got to get a pick down there from Homeboy's box. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. Fish it down in there. I got this little pick with a little hook on the end of the pick. So I'm gonna fish it out with that real quick. Got it. Now the pick is stuck in a bad spot. Alright, I got it. Okay, so it wasn't so much the screen being plugged up. It's not that at all. The screen's not plugged up. It's actually the switch is just bad. The screen has a little bit of debris on it, but it's not very bad. But I've flushed this motor twice already in the last year. So you're right. It's the switch. And the end of the switch is actually plugged up as well. It's got a lot of junk and stuff inside the end of this. And very varnished up too. Okay. Now we put the new one in. Here's the new one. As I said, I gave you the part number in the beginning of the video. 917143. Identical to the one that's in there. Put the new one down in there. Damn it. Alright, got the new one in. Now I'm going to fish the sensor down in there. And then here's the new 126773836. Yeah, it could. The flushes do stuff like that. 126773836. But again, the bigger bore LS motors that have the same thing, it's a little bit harder to get in there. You can still get to it. I've done plenty of them, but this is 10 times easier compared to the bigger bore ones with the bigger intakes on them. Alright, I've got the new pressure sensor in started. I'm just threading it down as much as I can by hand. Alright, so now I'm going to put my assembly back on there. Snap-on tools are the best, but overall, overpriced. I don't agree with that at all. I've had results with Snap-on stuff. I love Snap-ons like and things like that, but I don't find Snap-on's tools to be superior to any of the other tool brands, to be honest with you. I've broke them all. Some stuff is better, some stuff isn't. Their electronics are nice, for sure, but when it comes to their tools overall, it's just another damn tool to me. My favorite so far is Mac. And I've been using the Icon stuff for about 3 months now, and I absolutely love it. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Yeah. I mean, but you have to... Old biker, you got to follow the process of what all I've done to this so far, man. I've got the newer updated valve cover on here. I've actually got the I drilled all the holes for that. I pulled the oil pan, I resealed the oil pan, I put the new umbrella on the pressure regulator, or whatever the hell that thing is in the oil pan, and then I actually got the range cylinder, what is that, AFM stuff, deactivation, so it stays in 8-cylinder mode all the time, and it runs great. No more oil consumption, no none of that. Mac tool so far has been the best to me so far. I'm not saying they're the strongest, but they've lasted the longest for me. You can see my socket down in there. I don't know if you can see it. Because it disconnects me. Okay, the sensor's in, everything's tight, and I'm going to plug it back in, put everything back the way it was, and let's fire it up. Well, looks like I got a PCV hose rubbing split. I'm gonna have to go get a new grommet for this thing. The PCV hose split, taking it off and putting it back on. I'm good with everything. You leave it there.
I know, I just didn't want anything.
Oh, fall while I'm getting off. Yeah. Yep. Try to fit these back in the grommet where they go. Why would I do hair treatment commercials? I'm fucking bald. This shit don't work anyway. When you're fucking bald, you just accept it and move on unless you're a fucking pansy. What do they call it? Too much dihosamine testosterone or some shit like that. I just tell everybody, I'm bald because I got more fucking testosterone than you. Man up. Lose your hair. Be a man. Okay. Let's start this thing. I got to get that little elbow where it's going to continue to leak, or it'll be off. Let's see here. Are these like the ones where you gotta clear codes in order to fix it? There we go. Hell yeah, baby. We got oil pressure now, sucker. .40 PSI. She's kind of warm right now though, because I did run her a little bit before I pulled it in the shop. .60 PSI. No, in idle, this one's about 35 PSI in idle. I put really good oil and a really good synthetic filter on here, so I don't ever see 20 PSI just sitting here. It's always up 35 PSI while I'm idling. So now we got to clear codes. Clear codes real quick. Sometimes it'll clear on its own, but I don't know if with GM so many key cycles it'll clear. Try it and see. It's idling right at 750 RPM or so, and it's right at 40 PSI, just a hair under.
I have a basic scan tool in my truck.
I brought the handheld, the little small one. Wait till you see the Think Diag one. The one that does all the stuff IDS does for $100. Program keys, everything. The problem is, from what I understand, China can mimic our products and give us like all the factory style scan tool stuff that we have, and it's legal for us to own it, but the proprietary ownership or whatever of who owns that software can come after them and sue them for allowing the layman people like us to have access to factory software through a stupid dongle. And when I was going through that, and I was like, program keys, PMI modules, how are they allowing people to do this through a phone? But you know what? I ain't gonna complain. I'm gonna use it to my advantage.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's got all the factory stuff right on that dongle. Yeah, 5.3. Let me go ahead and Ansel. You guys remember this before? It was a quick scan tool. It'll connect real quick, and then you just clear codes and move on. So I use this thing all the time when I'm not doing big repairs. All right. Now, set this down for a second. Hey Ant, what's up, man? let's see here. Ignition on, key on, okay, done. Reading, already identified. One code found in the computer. Engine, yes. Read codes, stored codes. P0523, engine oil pressure switch A high. Let's go back. Erase codes. Are you sure you want to erase? Yes. Erase done. That quick. Literally the fastest little thing. There was some guy on like TikTok or something like that said, if you could find me a faster handheld that you can plug directly into the vehicle, read, erase, and then get out within 30 seconds, that didn't take us 30 seconds. That took us 10 seconds. 15 was identified. That's it. Less than 15 seconds, and I've already got codes cleared and the vehicle is ready to go. So Mac and all them other ones, you know what? I like them. You guys know I love Mac, but there's plenty of people out there that make where you ain't gotta identify all this stuff and you're just done. That right there, I just showed you live. It's not. There's no way I can make that up. It was 15 seconds. I had the code cleared. Still in the scanner too. Done. Ansel's got really good stuff, man. They have a whole line. They're sending me the FX 9000 here soon. She already said it's already scheduled to be sent out. She just has to wait for them to pack it and ship it. So I'll have the big scanner here soon to show you guys. So any of you shops out there, you mobile guys or independent guys looking for something a little bit more serious than just like an FX 1000 or 2000, they're sending me a 9000, and that's like a $550 I think scanner in some places, and they're gonna probably give it on discount for something like 20 or 30% off of what it's going for, just because I'm doing these reviews. So mid 2007 is when I think it was called the later production 2007 GMC. Mid 2007 previous did not have that problem. All right, so I'm trying to keep you off of here if you don't want to be on. All right, so I'm going to flip this around and I'm going to face the camera this way, because I want to check these two. I'm going to check these two front wheel bearings. I'm going to grab this spring and rotate the tires, because what seems to be going on is after I put these new Detroit axle wheel bearings in here, because they were freaking howling like they were ready to come apart and grinding and everything else. This side over here is super quiet. The side over there is really chunky sounding. So it's already like the day I put them in there is the day I started hearing that sound, and it seems to continually get worse. And I've only had those Detroit axle wheel bearings in this for, I'd probably say, just a couple months since I did the video on it, which is only a couple months, and this passenger side wheel bearing already sounds terrible. So I went on Rock Auto and I found like TRW or somebody like that, whoever makes it, and I paid more for the wheel bearing instead of going cheap. This time I actually bought like one of the $140, $150 wheel bearings. So I'm going to try to check it out real quick and see if I can identify. Oh, I just didn't know if you like if you were going to see.
I'm on one text and stuff like that.
People probably want you to say hi to them anyway. They've never seen you. Oh, VXT is the name of it. But you know how Rock Auto has like they have their economical I can't even say it, economical brand, and then they have the OE style brands, and then they have the upgraded brands. I went with the OE style category, and that's where I got this. Let's Bob moonwalk real quick.
I know, so.
Do it. Yeah, that even looks like better quality than the Detroit Axle one. That's nice. I don't know if this lift will lift this truck. Let me pull it forward and see if I can get it up in here.
Can you move your step up, leg over?
Huh?
Can you move your step ladder back a bit?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how far we get up.
Just play it safe.
Suck it in, bitch!
Okay, let's see if oh yeah. Good. Need the hood. Oh. Whoopsie. I've never had a truck on the drive there. The ends are a little wore out, they're putting down the What the fuck, man? I'm gonna have to pull the block of wood off right here. Shake hands with danger. I think it's because these cables aren't adjusted properly. So what I'll do is I'll let that side down some to compensate for it. Well, at least I know what it is. Shake hands with danger. Put it down a lot. All right, we're level now. Where am I gonna put this damn thing? I'll put it right here. It's the top pin broke last time I used it, so it gets all wonky and wobbly and stuff. I swear that's great for a new wheelbarrow. It's lovely.
Throw your new stuff.
Just throw it, man. How does this work out? Doesn't work out very good. Oh yeah. Luckily it fell right in an area that wouldn't damage anything. So cold, it's tight. Ah, look at that. Use the wheel bearing as the camera holder.
Your string just broke. Oh, man. That was good.
I was probably just doesn't mess with it.
Yeah.
something in the tire. Yeah, there's something in the tire.
Had a little water got in there, it's nice.
This feels like it's a little tight. The other one, you can start spinning it and it'll keep freewheeling. This one feels like it's trying to stop. I'm gonna pull this, I'm gonna put the bearing on this side. That's up close and personal right there, baby.
So you don't want to give it any more fright.
Now we're gonna get intimate. You know what's gonna suck? Cause I left all them damn sockets, I bet you, up there in that seat. Hey, I grabbed the right one. Make it bounce just like that, baby. Make it bounce. take that stuff
Oh,
out.
I'm sorry, man. This is my bring all horse.
Guess what? Triggered!
A lot of booty curve people are going to come in.
Triggered! All right. That's that Chinesium working. Look at that. 21 volt, baby. seems to be free. Nothing's bound up here. I'm wondering if she don't have a damn belt or something shifted in the tire, and that's what's causing the sound. I bet you that's exactly what it is.
And that inner part of the tire looks worn out too, pretty bad. Mine don't.
You know what? I'll rotate the tires and see if the sound travels. But I'll go ahead and put the bearing, the wheel bearing in here anyway. Well, the bearing's making no noise at all. I don't feel either bearing, but it's coming from the front right tire.
Yeah, because
Maybe I'll save that bearing.
you see what I'm talking about, that inner part of the tire looks so towed in.
I'm gonna go ahead and swap it with the back. She's got to go get new tires anyway. She's gonna get those cross. Well, I wanted to see if those cross countries from Michelin, those cross tracks or cross countries would fit this. What flavor is that? This shit smells good.
Oh, my babe.
Yeah.
Blueberry honey.
Blueberry honey, motherfucker. This shit smells good. Yeah, it smells real good.
Tastes like that too.
I bet you it was a damn tire the whole time and it had nothing to do with those wheel bearings.
Yeah. I can
See?
tell just by inner wear it looks like it's going.
These bearings are super smooth.
You should have seen how bad those tires were when I got my Lincoln.
Mhm.
The ones what were on there.
Mm-hmm.
All the front inner ones were all worn in the inside. The back ones were all worn on the outside. I had to throw a new suspension on there, get alignment, everything.
Yeah, people don't align their shit. And that's what happens.
All four corners they was lined up.
Try to keep up, but I can't.
They're more talking amongst themselves. trying to tire that was not how I was spinning.
Or maybe when I put it on there, I had something bound up. I don't know. I mean, because it's spinning a hell of a lot more free now. Or maybe the piston inside that caliper is starting to act up. It's got some corrosion or something built up on the inside of the piston.
Yeah.
That could be the problem too. We'll flop this on this side now. We're gonna run this until it dies. What battery percent do we have right now? 5%. So I'm gonna move this front tire here to the back and the back to the front. Huh?
Sidewalk road.
Yep. Both of those tires got shit in them. Well, there's a little chunk of something in here, like whoever put the tire sensors on before this guy right here probably dropped something like the little screw or something down in there and never got it back out, the old one. So I can hear something bouncing around inside there when I rotate it.